we are back once again, guys, right here on the channel for my NXT Wargames review. Now you guys can easily see that I'm in a different location. Well, right now I am at my brother's for a full week. So I'll be doing my Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and even, well, it's just for 1 week, so don't get used to this. So we're here to talk about NXT Takeover Wargames, man. I gotta admit, just had dinner. I gotta admit that NXT Takeover, you know, once again, it really proves that WWE, it's NXT is just doing so much better. And considering the matches that we got, I think the matches, maybe except the first one, were all great matches. And I just thought, you know, NXT always lives up to what NXT is, and that is War Games. It always lives up to it. So, and yes, I am in a bit of an awkward position as well, so it's gonna be kind of. So yeah, I'm currently sitting on one of the beds, and yeah, I'm in a bit of an awkward position. So let's face it over this direction, and I'll just lean a bit forward like this, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll just cross my legs like this, like I'm at a child's school, like I'm sitting down at a school on the floor. Maybe I'll just do that. So, Matt Riddle, bro. Matt Riddle, the bro, came out and he had a talk about Kassius Ohno, and then we get an impromptu match between Kassius Ohno and Matt Riddle, and Matt Riddle gets the victory in 7 seconds. Now, obviously, that was a very poor way to start this event. It's like I've said many times, I am impartial. I don't play favorites. If people complain about, you know, the main roster, you know, doing stuff like this, like having matches end, you know, in short fashion, just end squash matches. People get annoyed when the main roster do squash matches. So, if you didn't like squash matches on the main roster, you better do not like squash matches on NXT. Because this was, you know, this shouldn't have happened. You know, this shouldn't have happened. Matt Riddle versus Kassius Ohno, like, that's just embarrassing. And it's very embarrassing to Kassius Ohno as well. We started things off, well, Matt Riddle started things off. Well, the second match of the night was Shayna Baszler taking on Kairi Sane in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Shayna Baszler got the first fall due to outside interference from Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. We're getting another cheater. We're getting another wrestler who has outside interference. Here we go again. I bet no one is complaining about Shayna Baszler having outside interference, because it's NXT. Kairi Sane did get a victory back though. She took out everyone, then delivered an insane elbow to Shayna to tie it up. Then the final fall, Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke again get involved, but then this leads to Dakota Kai and Io Shirai coming out to stop the fight, to stop the whole situation going on with to stop this entire situation, but in the end it backfires because Kairi Sane goes up top to deliver the insane elbow, but then Shayna Baszler catches Kairi for the 1-2-3 and retains her championship. This was a bit of a shock because I think a lot of people might have expected, some people might have expected Kairi Sane to win. Now, I don't know if this is WWE's way on saying, you know what, Kairi, you're done with NXT. Off to the main roster. Now, I don't know, but I'm gonna make a bold prediction. Kairi Sane could be the mystery partner for Team SmackDown. My guess is that Kairi Sane could be the mystery partner for Team SmackDown. Because some people may not think Kairi Sane should leave NXT, but theoretically, what else is there for her left to do? What has she got left to do in NXT? Honestly, tell me. Tell me, guys. What does Kairi Sane have left in NXT? There's no way you can tell me. There's no way you can tell me a 6-woman's tag with Shayna, Jessamine, Marina versus Kairi, EI, and Dakota makes sense. If that 6 women's tag match happens, then it happens. But you gotta understand, 6 women's tags is not something NXT do. So I think Kairi Sane is done. I think Kairi Sane is done, and they're gonna be moving on to Io Shirai. That's my guess. Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano. This was a fantastic match. I really enjoyed this match. It was a back and forth competitive match. I loved the kicking and the striking from both men. It was just incredible. Johnny Gargano, as a heel, to me it's something to get used to. Johnny Gargano's graphics on his entrance have also changed into something that's more heel-like instead of a smiley face. So, and it's no longer Johnny wrestling. So Johnny Gargano and Aleister Black continue to go at it. But in the end, Aleister Black gets the victory with 2 black masses on Gargano. Tommaso Ciampa versus the Velveteen Dream for the NXT Heavyweight Championship. And apparently Tommaso Ciampa named his title Goldie. Okay. So I guess that's almost as weird as Carmella giving a name to her Money in the Bank briefcase. Again, another great match between these two. Oh, I shouldn't say another great match between these two. They've versed each other. This is the first time they're versing each other. But this was a great match. I really enjoyed this match. I thought this match, was really, really good. And Tommaso Ciampa would get the victory. He ends up victory with a spiked DDT on the steel in the middle of the 2 rings. Would drop him on the steel in the middle of the 2 rings to get the victory. The draping DDT. Shades of my man Randy Orton off that one. So Tommaso Ciampa wins that. He is still the NXT champion. Honestly, I think Matt Riddle is probably going to be the guy that takes the NXT championship away from Tommaso. I think this whole Johnny Gargano heel turn thing, it may be just a little experiment. But some people believe that Johnny Gargano is going to eventually turn back babyface and he's going to take on Tommaso Ciampa. Honestly, I don't want to see another match between Johnny and Ciampa. As much as how great those two are. I'm just being honest. I don't think I want to see a fourth match between these two. Takeover 4 was the end. That's all I'm going to say about that. The Undisputed Era taking on Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and the War Raiders in War Games. Oh my god, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this match. You know, I think the War Games match is becoming my favorite match in all of WWE. It is. I think it is. I think it's becoming my favorite match. Because the brutality in these matches are just so great. And what you get is really, really cool. Like, Adam Cole starts, Ricochet starts. And I liked the ruling that they added, that one member per person can enter the cage during a 5-minute countdown, which I wasn't sure how this was going to work. I thought it was going to work just like with the triple threat. One guy starts and then the rest enter. But they did it one at a time, which I was absolutely fine by that. I thought that was a cool way to make the match more interesting. 47 minutes of an epic match. I can't do this match justice. This was just so great at what was so great. So what's next? Well, I don't know what's next, to be honest with you, because I'm not really a big cat. I'm not a regular to NXT. I tried to watch NXT as much as I could and try to review them. So, you know, that's just my honest opinions about it. So, in the end, Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and the War Raiders got the victory in an unbelievable match. The bitter end, and then the 450 by Ricochet on Adam Cole, and both Dunne and Ricochet pin Adam Cole to the mat for the 1, 2, 3. And that is basically it, guys. That's basically everything. I'm sorry that this video isn't going to be like my usual ones, where I go more in depth and speak more openly. But, you know, I just wanted to get this review out. And considering that I've been very, very busy, you know, since moving into my brother's place for a week. So, yeah. So that's your War Games review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the thumbs up if you did enjoy. Comment your opinions down below on what are your thoughts on War Games. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so. And check out my previous videos. Check out my recent gameplay video of Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Be sure to check that out. It's absolutely great. There won't be any more videos on that game for quite a while. Like I said, I'm at my brother's for a week. So, I did bring my PS4 with me, but I know they won't let me record at their house. So yeah, there won't be any Spyro gameplay until I get home. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Be sure to follow me on my Twitter as well, at pballantyne95 as well. Thank you all so much for joining, and I'll see you all tomorrow for my Survivor Series review.